everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Modded Minecraft. So I figured before we actually started generating power out here, we should come up with some kind of energy storage system. So we can see we've upgraded from these leadstone energy cells, which hold 400,000 RF, to these redstone energy cells, which hold 20 million RF. Am I reading all those zeros? Yes, 20 million RF each. So this bank right here will hold 120 million RF, which should future-proof us here at least for a little while. Now, in addition to energy storage, we also have to come up with a solution for energy distribution. When you look at all of our cable options, well, this isn't all of our cable options, but you just search for cable options. A lot of these are really brightly colored. There's some hot pink. They stand out a whole lot. And I've spent a lot of time coming up with a block palette for this factory, so everything kind of fits this old factory theme. So was looking for cables. We're actually going to use these Ender IO, what are they called? Energy conduits? Yep, we're going to use these energy conduits because we're going to have to hide them in places, because they look like this. They also don't really fit the theme, but they have this one perk that the other cables don't, that you can put different kinds of pipes in the same block, which is an issue you run into a lot when you're dealing with machines and you're having to feed them energy and fluids and items all at the same time. It gets really messy. But with these, I've got some item conduits here. When you place them, they just attach to the same block, and they just take up one block, but they're still independently running. I don't actually know how to... That's not what I wanted. Can I... Oh, you have to break like the colored part. Maybe. Well, it's all fine. Everything's fine. Boop, boop. Back to normal. But that's what this little setup over here is for. It's not pretty, and I've kind of remembered that this machine stuff is not my strength. This is my strength here, so from now on I think I'm going to kind of stick to my strengths. I think I'll tear all of this down and kind of make it look cooler, but still functional. Even so, this is definitely not the most efficient way to do this, I'm sure. But it works. It automatically makes these energy conduits with only stone, with a couple exceptions of clay and redstone and iron. So we'll just kind of, we think so. Stone. Yep. So just throw some stone in here and kind of walk through what it's doing as it's doing it. So the stone goes into a pulverizer, which generates gravel and has I think it's a 15% chance of also generating sand, which you need for this recipe here, which is the binder composite. And all of that, I haven't seen any sand come out yet. No. Sand, please. Por favor. Come on. Do I have any sand? Of course not. Come on. There's some sand. Okay, so that goes in here. We'll get pumped into here, into this automatic workbench. There it is. Alright, so that will create this binder composite eventually. And that will get pumped into this redstone furnace, which is going to smelt the binder composite into, I forget what it's called, this conduit binder, like so, and that gets pumped out into this chest, which gets pumped into these transport pipes and into this automatic workbench. And then we have another part of this little factory thing here to make these conductive iron, which we've used before to make our electromagnet. So I think this is all set up. I just have to enable it. Yep, so this is an induction smelter. It just takes iron and redstone and turns them into these conductive iron ingots. Oops, I picked something up. I'm still picking stuff up. Get out of me. And that all gets pumped into here. eventually. I do have a little bit of an issue here where this transport pipe only pulls out of the first slot in this chest. So sometimes if it gets loaded up on these conduit binders, it can stop trying to pull out the iron into this. So that's something we'll address when we tear this all down and rebuild it. But that automatically crafts these energy conduits, and they get pumped into this chest. Looking at it now, I think these energy cells are a little too bright for this build also. Something cool we can do is we can take this factory block and cut it down into these covers, and then take them and craft them in a circle, and you get these covers with the circle cut out, not the circle, the middle cut out. And I think they're supposed to be for like bringing a pipe through a wall, but they work really well for these because you can still see the power display in the middle, and they also cover up that brightly colored border. So I think that's going to work much better. So let's talk about some early game. I need to find that zombie. He's out here somewhere. Early game power generation options. Friend. Oh, there's a friend. Where's that zombie? Die. I don't know where he is. We'll just have to live with it for now, I guess. Oh, let me up. Ow. He might be upstairs. Yes, sorry. Early game power options. We've already seen these survivalist generators, and that mod adds a bunch of other kinds of generators that you can create power off of different things. We got a lava generator. That one makes power out of ender pearls. We got one that makes them out of food, TNT, nether stars. So that's that mod. And then we've got some of these down here from the industrial craft mod that I don't really like because you have to convert the power from the I think it makes EUs, and we don't have a very good power conversion mod in this pack yet, so we'll ignore those for now. We've got these, what are these? Immersive engineering generators that I've used before. There's also some from Mekanism, but we're not going to use any of these. I think starting out, the easiest thing to do is going to be some kind of solar generator. I've used these before from this solar expansion mod. They work well, but as far as aesthetics, they take up a full block, and that just, it kind of limits what you can do with it in some situations. So what I think we're going to do is use these from the solar flux mod, because they are like a half slab about the size of a daylight sensor. And the crafting recipe is really easy. It's just planks, redstone, and these mirrors, which are also really easy. And I've had those auto crafting over here. We've already got a stack. That should keep making more. And the second tier of these is also... I thought this was a crafting block, not a craft. Oh dear. Okay, calm down. The second tier of these is also really easy. It's just 8 of those in a circle with a redstone reception coil, which is also easy. So I think by the end of the episode, we'll be already on these tier 2. This tier 3, I think we're going to have to wait. Probably not. It's not super complicated to get to the next one, but I think we will wait to the next episode because there's some additional steps for those. So let's go ahead and craft some of these up and take them up to the roof. I see you, creeper. Get away from my base. But yeah, let's craft some of these up and take them up to the roof. Before we head up to the roof, I thought we could come back outside and take a look at the exterior work I done between now and the last episode. We finished off this wing here on the left. We added some big posts underneath to hold it up, and we added a little lip around the top. And the sole purpose of that was to just add this roof layer here as the ceiling to this floor and the floor of the roof on the top. We'll still do a little bit more of this kind of stuff just everywhere, because I think that'll make it look a lot cooler and break up the brick texture. One thing we don't have yet is a staircase or any means of getting between floors, so we'll have to hang glider around here to the left and hop up here to the, I guess we'll go down here and take a look at the second floor. Oh, break my legs. So this is going to be like my flux room. If I've got stuff that I'm using regularly but will be upgrading, if I'm using it regularly, I'll want a setup that can kind of make stuff for me as I'm using it, like these, the energy conduits. I'll probably upgrade them at some point. So I have a setup for them, but then when I want to upgrade, I'll come up here, rip that out, and put in a new kind of setup to create those things. So what's in this room will change over time. Hello? Oh, hi. Sneaky. Interesting. I need to do something about that. Do I have any torches? I do. Okay. Out here, I left these holes in the floor to kind of show the design on the ceiling on the first floor kind of leaves these little trenches in between the supports, and it also gives us an area to hide cables if we want, pretty much throughout this entire floor. This floor is not going to be as open as the bottom floor. We're going to have some smaller rooms for smaller projects and individual machines and stuff like that. We don't actually have a way to get up to the roof. Yes, we do. I have a ladder. So I made some more. This is this tier 2 panels. I had a few of the solar 1 panels left over, but I don't think we'll use those just yet. We've got 24, so I think we'll do 4 2 by, oh my goodness, math. How's that gonna work out? Yeah, these 2 by 3s, right? 6. Yes, math. Okay. And I think we'll actually raise these up. I guess I can just randomly start somewhere. It feels right to start at the end over here, but I think, yeah, we'll just do a tester right now, so we won't even break them up like that. I don't need this guy. So just already charging. Got 24, so we'll do 12. How many did I do already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And down the other side. And obviously we'll make this look a lot better. We'll put some kind of support structure underneath. Maybe I can, do I have any of the scaffold blocks with me? Yes, I do. I like these. We'll put them on here, something like that. I think it'll look better in a not giant block like this. But let's run these cables underneath to connect all of them, like so, and down the other side, like that, and then we can connect this up to the main cable here. Oh, land on it, nice. Stuck the landing. Oh, that came up real fast. And before we connect it up to the rest of the array here, it's called an array, by the way. My degree is actually in renewable energy, so fortunately these solar panels are much less complicated to set up than actual photovoltaic panels. But I think we're gonna separate, we'll just use this top middle one to see what kind of rates we're getting from that many panels. And I think we'll need to cut off, turn that blue, and turn that blue, and that blue. So this shouldn't be outputting anything. Wait. Yeah, orange is output. So this, from the back, we'll need to input. Right? And I think we'll need to make this insert. Do you need to do that with power? We'll leave it on default for right this second. I've never used these cables, so we'll kind of have to play it by ear and work as we go. We'll figure things out as we go. So all of these are already generating power or collecting a charge. Light level 100. I assume that's openness to the sky. What happens if I do something like this? %. Okay. Well, the fact that there's an absolute 0. Huh. I guess that's going to be either 0 or 100. But let's go ahead and connect these up like this. What is that going to do? We might have to set all of these to extract. Because I don't think they're putting out any energy yet. Well, the cables all say 640. Yeah, but this is not getting anything yet. All right, let me set all these cables up here under the panels to extract. Oh, actually, while I'm down here, it says there's RF in the cable, so maybe I need to set this to input or insert. That? Nope. Nope. Incorrect. See, my strength is building. Active without signal? Yeah, I think I need to set it up at the top. Oh, no. Insert is blue. Duh. That's why I changed it in the first place. Okay. Alright, well, cool. I guess we'll let this run for, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe, just to get an idea of what kind of power production we get. So yeah, let me AFK for a little bit and we'll check out how much we've collected. Alright, it has been about 10 minutes. Let's run over here and shut this thing off. Alright, so we got just over 3 million RF in just over 10 minutes, I think. That's not so bad, I don't think. I really have no frame of reference because I've never really used machines to any sort of large scale where I would need a lot of RF. Hello, friend. Hi. It's a slice. I missed. Oh, I got a new hat. It's a guy in a box. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. And this was enough for, what did I say, four little arrays, little 2x3 arrays. I think if we try and double that, actually, does it say what these generate? So gosh, 16 times 24. Let me do the math on my cell phone. 16 times 24. So that's 384. And these things can carry 640. So if we double this array size on the roof here, that'll be about what these cables are capable of sending back down. So at that point, we'll either need to run a second set of cables or go ahead and upgrade our cables, which I think we might as well go ahead and do early, so we're not having to do it, you know, when we need it. Yeah, I think that'll be the plan. I guess I should go back down here and let this thing keep running. Get our energy stores up. But I think that's going to be it for today. Yes. Feed me. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye. Hold up. There's the factory right there. What is this thing? This is a giant gaping hole in the ground. The stuff's getting sucked up off the walls. Did you do this? You nodded. That's a guilty chicken if I've ever seen one. But for real though, what? Okay, there's like a little light ball thing right here. Everything's getting sucked to. Do I touch it? I feel like I should poke it. Oh, I got sucked. I suck. I getting sucked. Okay. Alright, it doesn't like me. We're gonna leave this thing alone. If it'll let me. Nope. No. Okay. I made a poor choice. Just let me go. You can have that block. Okay. We'll have to investigate this thing more. I don't know how far out this thing will expand. I don't want it eating my things. If anyone knows what, please tell me. Thanks. Bye.